They're running, they're running, they're running, and where they run we follow, we follow, we follow. The giants, they are running, they're running, they're running, and where they run we follow, we follow, we follow. We will follow them wherever they may go. No obstacle e'er will there be. Once again attacks me, bringing them down to the ground. We chase until either us or they tire. One giant step for man in Dice and Desire.
This episode of Dice and Desire is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the ultimate men's hygiene bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code DESIRE20, that's DESIRE20, DESIRE20, at manscaped.com. In the Performance Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver ball toner, as well as 2 gifts, the Performance Boxer briefs and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Now this weekend I got to work with the Lawnmower 4.0, which has a sleek design making it easy to use, and it did a fantastic job down there. But today I want to talk specifically about the ball toner. Now, I don't know about you, but I never knew the ball toner was a thing, nor did I expect it to be a thing that I would love. But honestly, it was a treat for my balls, and they actually thanked me for it. No lie, they sent me a thank you card. How sweet! So use Desire20 at manscaped.com to get 20% off plus free worldwide shipping and get a thank you card from your balls. Now, on with the show. First Fire Giant has obviously taken this significant amount of damage over the last few seconds, if you think about it. And realising that, you know, his time is up, he sort of stops. You see him just stopping in the middle of his tracks, and you just hear him shouting, "Run!" Well, those of you who speak giant hear him shout that. The rest of you just hear some sort of strange. Help me out again, Stuart. What's the language of the giants?
Jotun.
You hear that sort of just big guttural cry coming out. He turns about face and he sees the other two of you, or the rest of you, ascending upon him, and he actually strides back towards you.
Oh, lad.
Do you yield?
He can't understand you. He doesn't speak common.
My friend said, "Do you yield?" I say giant.
No.
He said no. I say in common.
He strides back to the closest, really, and the one probably that's done the most damage on him at this point. Well, certainly in the chase, and he attacks. He goes for Quinch.
Bring it on.
Probably should have raged, didn't it?
You did.
Did rage.
He has raged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the second time ever. Apparently things running away is what makes him angry.
So his first attack. So he strode up straight up to you, by the way. So he's right in front of you. And his first 22.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Okie dokie. Right then. I don't have enough D6 in my own. There's not enough D6 here. Opens up his dice tray to get more D6.
Just count the extra ones as sixes, it's fine.
I've got a pack of 12 D6 I can send you.
Here we go. Here's 6d6. Blessing those dice as I walk. Right, we've got 25.
What type of damage is it?
That is slashing damage, so you should only take half damage on that.
Yeah. So is that? Do we round down or up?
Up 13.
Up.
So 13.
Up, so 13. I don't know why I've rolled the damage again because he hasn't rolled his hit yet. And he takes another swing at you with his greatsword. As it's swinging down, you can actually see, chunks of dirt still clinging to it from where he's been digging. That's definitely going to hit. 28.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And the good news is I've pre-rolled the damage. So that is 28. Although half that
28
to 14.
from how many d6?
66.
That's insane rolling.
That's disgusting.
Oh, sorry, 66 plus 7.
Oh, right.
Oh, fine. Okay, I mean, that's a little bit. Sorry, so 14, yeah.
Yeah. So that is his turn. Okie dokie. So you then see the female. Giant. It's her turn, and she starts dashing away. And you notice that as she's running, she just seems to sort of take a little bit of a stumble, as if there's some uneven ground underneath her. And she's actually going to make a dexterity roll. I don't know if that's going to help her. Dex -1. No, that doesn't. So she fails her dexterity roll, and she actually only manages to go 50 feet at this opportunity rather than 60 foot. So he is there. So that is the end of the fire giant. So right now you're basically faced with the male fire giant has turned face and is attacking you, and the female is still running. So we are up to Dweezil.
You've read.
So
I'm going to ask you questions now that I hope you were expecting. Can you tell me? I should be roughly in line with. I should be fairly near the male.
You are 20 foot away from the male right now.
What about our lass? How far away from me is she?
She is
110, 120 foot?
From you, 110 foot from you.
And she's just stumbled, but she's not fallen or anything.
She's not fallen or anything. She just found literally just sort of like the ground beneath her was just a little bit more uneven. I'm going to run after her, but just my normal distance. And as I do, I'm going to run past the man and just do my 30 foot. And as I run past the male giant, I say to him, Ingvill jests, and you are stricken. Laughter leaves you prone. Comedic mage from days of yore, of this I do intone. And I'll just chuck a little first level tashes at him. Okay. What's the crack with that? Is it a roll for me?
We'll have a wisdom save.
Very, very wise, the fire giants. But not on this occasion. One feels a 5.
So he fails. He is now prone, incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration. Unless they're not super thick, are they? And a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less is not affected.
No. So that's the score, isn't it? Not the modifier.
No.
So wisdom. No, his is more than 4.
Yeah. At the end of each of his turns, or every time he takes damage, he can make another wisdom saving throw, and on a successful save, the spell ends. He's got advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage as well. And I just chuck that at him and then continue to chase the woman.
The woman. So as you do this, you obviously you start hearing this big bellowing laugh from this red-headed giant, and as you're racing, you're not quite up close with him yet, but you can sort of see this face, this scarred face that he's got, from battling and fighting, just erupt in a laughter that doesn't really fit his appearance of this armored huge giant, and it's just roaring out with laughter. Can you roll me a d20, please, Dweezil?
I can, yeah. How does a 12 do you?
12, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. Krill, you're up next.
Okay, what's the difference between me and the now prone giant?
So is he on his? Did you say he's down on his? Is he?
He's prone.
He's prone.
He's prone. So is he? He's on his back, laughing. Yeah.
Clutching his big fat giant's belly. Oh, like an angry one-legged Santa. Yeah.
Santa.
Yeah.
Well, he's still got 2 legs. I think we've established that. You're 40 foot away from that one, and you're 130 foot away from the female.
Okay. So in terms of him being prone, what effect does that have on like my attacks?
Melee is at advantage.
Okay. Right.
And
So
you can attack his head.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna. I'm assuming. Yeah. So I'm gonna take my full 40 feet. I'm gonna approach his laughing head, and I'm gonna try and take his head off.
Right. Good. So that actually leads into asking him questions, I think.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, absolutely. If you want to decapitate the man and then ask him questions, that's fantastic. I think that would certainly make my... No, it makes my job a lot easier. I promise you,
It's fine.
I'm totally on board with role-playing a deceased
I've
head.
not done it yet. I was running up, I was strategically planning, and then this voice in my head was like, "That's a stupid idea," and I've since decided against it.
I think I've discovered that Sam also rages with Krill, and he forgets the plans as well.
Yeah, true. So as I'm running up, I've raged,
Yeah.
and then I've gone, and then I see his currently pretty well off leg, and I'm like, let's remove that one. So yeah, I'm gonna attack his good leg. His better. Yeah, because the other one's fine. It's just not as fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna advantageously. So here's the thing. One of my attacks is if you reduce something to 0 hit points. Now, would that be the entire thing or the leg? Did we cover this last time?
The point, it's worth noting, right? Just to remind you about how the giant thing works is, as you're attacking these body parts, that's also coming out of its total HP pool. So if you collectively, let's say you do enough damage to all of his limbs, you could kill him through just sheer exhaustion / bleeding out. So point being is, if you just because you're attacking his legs doesn't mean he'll survive necessarily. You might hit an artery or something like that, and he bleeds out.
I mean, we've got to do what we can do.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take aim at his other leg.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's at advantage, isn't it?
At advantage, yeah.
Plus some raging, so that's what.
Plus you're raging, yeah.
Rage doesn't affect the hit though, does it? It just affects the damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Min-Max Mondays with Dyson Desire.
Okay, 21, and then at advantage, another 21.
Yep, they both hit.
Okay, perfect. Shall I roll both attacks if I'm going to attack twice?
Let's see what happens with the first one.
Okay. So
was that Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
So you're adding 10 to this as well.
Yeah.
Are you two short on time to go on RPG Bot to find out the best way to effectively build a min-max barbarian? Well, why not listen to Dyson Desire and simply copy Sam's build?
I have fun, thanks. So 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 2 plus another 10, 26 on the first hit.
Okay, tell me how you killed this giant before you question him.
Fucking knew it. I can see it in your face that whatever he did was going to kill him. Brilliant.
Let me tell you how many hit points the giant had
3.
left. 26.
Oh
Wow. Love it.
Shit. Oh.
So tell me about this. Tell me this story. Paint me a story of how you basically kill a giant through his legs.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's just gonna be catching an artery, isn't it?
Which one?
Yeah, like upper thigh, artery, just pisses blood everywhere.
The upper thigh artery.
Sorry, I'm not a doctor.
Okie dokie. So there you go. So that's giant number 1 dead. Excellent
have a
stuff.
belt.
We've gone over this. Giants do not need belts of their own strength. You don't have belt of human strength. So why would he have belt of fire giants?
Why would I have a belt of human strength?
Exactly. Right. So you've got a second attack if you want to just attack him and berate him for not giving you any answers.
How far's the female one from you?
Oh, so you've done your 40, so 90 foot.
I mean, theoretically, it depends if you'd let me do it or not.
No.
I could.
No.
Okay, I was going to grab it.
No, go on.
I was going to put a javelin from this one's leg.
Well, the javelin's how you run out. Oh, okay. I was going to say that you run out of.
I would say you taking the javelin would be an action. I'm not gonna let you to just pull a javelin out of nowhere and attack.
I've already started my attack action, so I can't then have another action.
No, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm in a rage, so I've just swung again and actually removed the leg.
I look forward to you asking him questions. Right. Can you roll me a d20, please, Krill?
Yeah, it'll be a 1 for you there.
A 1. Okie dokie. And we are up next to Dabov. It's your turn. But what I will say is... actually, you tell me what you're going to do first.
How far away is the lady giant from me?
From you, 170 foot.
How?
Because she is. She's done 3. Actually, maybe I haven't knocked off your thing. She
was 60.
3 dashes.
Yeah, she was 60 ahead, and she's run another
50.
Sorry, 150.
So
I was 20 foot behind the male giant.
She's done 3 dashes, which was like the first one, the second one, and the third one. So that would put 170. Sorry, I forgot to knock off your last movement, which was just the 30, wasn't it?
No, I did 70.
35. Sorry,
I was 20 foot behind the male giant.
Yeah, sorry, 110.
Right. I'm going to dash after her, so 70 feet.
Do you get it as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then use my short bow again.
Okay. So that is... okay, so you got to 30 foot behind her. Sorry, you were 100 foot behind her. So that's brought you up to 30. And then your short bow, yeah? Are you aiming for any particular part?
Left leg, because both legs are undamaged, aren't they?
She's not taken any damage at all to a limb.
Cool. I'm going to go for left leg.
Left leg. Okay.
Yep. And that is 18 plus 6, so 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Hits for 7.
7 damage, okay.
Do I have to roll a d20 for your...
Yeah, roll a d20,
thing?
please. Yeah.
That is 6.
6. Okie dokie. Greg, what are you doing?
Would you let me jump on Smug as a bonus action?
Not as a bonus action, no.
How far am I behind the female giant?
You are currently 140 foot.
Damn you! I had a good plan. And she can sprint 60 foot at a time, did you say?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I will pop Smog out as my action then.
Okay.
Dash on him to get 100 feet.
You can't
use the action. Okay, yeah, then I'll just move the 50 on Smog.
50. Okay, so that brings you to 90 foot behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Yeah, and that's quite lucky because otherwise you would have taken a nasty little fall. Right.
Would you like me to roll this D20?
Yes, please, yeah.
17.
17, that's fine. And Quinch, you're up next. You are currently 90 foot behind the thing.
90 feet. Okay, so I will run 40 feet, which puts me 50 feet away. And I will ping off another couple of arrows from Sure Shift. And I'm going to aim one in each elbow. I assume she's obviously running away, right? So we're seeing the rear of her still.
Yes. She's literally running elbows out as well.
Yeah. I'll go, yeah. Like the, like a true,
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just leave it there.
Londoner.
Just like a true.
Yeah, ping one in each elbow. First one. That was loud. Didn't land on my pad. That likely won't be enough. That is 9.
Nope.
And the second one. Likely, even less likely to hit. That one's 7.
That definitely doesn't hit neither of those. They just go flying. They actually just clatter off there's a bit of she's got wearing armour over her arms. They just sort of ping ping. You do hit them, but nothing
Thank
happens.
God you
roll me
didn't hit them,
D20,
otherwise
please.
she'd have stopped running instantly. Elbows are famous for helping you run.
My arrows pinged off her dry skin. 20.
20. Lovely, thank you very
Why
much.
didn't I have that?
Don't know. So she is quite predictably going to take her dash again and put her another 60 foot between all of you. So yes, she's building up a fair amount of distance between all of you. I mean, the closest at this point, right now, the closest is Daboff, 90 foot away. I would think that he's the one easiest to catch her, but it's whether he wants to get too close to her. Dweezil. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me just roll a d20.
Okay. Dweezil's going to dash. No, I'm going to just run after her. I'm going to cast the Minor Illusion cantrip, and I'm going to do this is a classic Dweezil maneuver. I'm going to do Dweezil's famous giant voice in Jotun, but I'm going to do it in a kind of pained voice, and I'm gonna say, "Come back and help me! I have found it." I'm going to say that in Jotun, in a kind of pained voice. What I'm trying to do is deceive her that maybe the man actually has, because she's run away, maybe he's found what they were looking for, to try and get her to just second guess it. Maybe pause for a second. I don't know. It's worth a try, innit?
Okay. All right. Before you do that, though, well, you do that, but can you roll me an acrobatics check, please?
Yep. That's a 7.
That's a
Inspiration?
7.
Inspiration.
Okay, can you roll again then?
That's a 22.
22. Okay, that's actually fine. You actually sort of somehow come across another piece of uneven ground, and just at the last second, just the poise and dexterous nature of your being, you sort of somehow style it out and turn it into some sort of rumba dance. What's your walking speed? Sorry,
30.
30. And you only do the walking, or do you do dash?
I just did the walking because I did the cantrip.
Of course, yeah. Okay, so that's you're still 140 foot behind.
That's all right.
Okay. So you're going to do that. We'll come back to that when it's her turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, can you roll me a d20 then, please, Dweezil?
11.
11. Lovely, thank you. Krill, you're up. You're 150 foot behind currently.
Oh gosh, I might just reach through the giant's pockets.
Yeah, I mean, what's your walking speed? I mean, you could theoretically catch her up.
80,
but
it's just going to be... Essentially, I have to chip away at 20 feet per turn.
And you'll lose your rage, which is not a huge issue because you've probably got more rages to use, but...
Yeah, I'm just going to start rooting through his pockets.
Of course you are.
Okay. So, you're not moving at all, presumably. You just literally stood still and thinking, why is this giant not talkative? Why is he not answering any of my questions? I'm going to have a look through his wonderful bag of goods. You find amongst his bag of goods a giant pair of sandals, as in a pair of sandals fit for a giant. An iron cooking pot, 6 dragon scales of different sizes, all sapphire in colour.
I should be writing these down.
Well, I mean, they are your stuff right now.
Sapphire?
Okay, wait. Do you have a value for those?
It depends on.
Or
it
would I have
depends
to
on
get
the
them
size.
appraised?
You'd have to get them appraised. But generally speaking, depending on let's just say for the sake of it, too small, too medium, too large.
I mean, just sell them to Quinch. He'll probably buy them off you for a ridiculous amount.
He's probably he's probably already got some. To be fair.
And some fey mushrooms.
Fey.
Yeah.
As in
fey mushrooms. As in the fey.
Yeah. Okay. That's what he's got. Has he got a weapon?
Yeah, he's got a giant club, which would be too big for you to take.
Any armour I could chop away at?
Oh, hang on, sorry. And also, I do apologise, he also has a ruby pendant, which, obviously has a ruby in it, worth approximately 750 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell from your appraisal.
I used to be, probably used to do Antiques Roadshow.
Okie dokie. We'll leave it at that for the time being. So we are up. Yeah, did you roll the d20?
I haven't yet.
No, can you roll me a d20 then, please?
Oh, a 1 again.
1 again. Okay. So, Daboff, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
How far am I away from her?
Currently, where's that gone? You are currently 90 foot away.
Oh, how close do you need to be for Greece?
That's exactly why I was asking. 60 feet.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Probably should have cast that sooner. 60, so I'm going to... Ah, shit. How far did you say
dash and do it.
I was away, sorry?
You're 90 currently.
90.
So even...
Oh, yeah, so I can just use
even
my
just
normal
walking.
movement.
Yeah. What I will say is, before you move, assuming you are going to move, your path actually takes you through as you're running towards them, or whether it's just normal or the full dash. Your path actually, you don't realise, takes you through a rough patch of brush. Can you do me a strength or an athletics or an acrobatics check, please?
Backflip a clock. Here we go.
Yeah, acrobatics then, if I get the choice.
Yeah, here we go.
That is 16.
16. Yeah, that succeeds. So you manage to backflip or jump or do whatever you.
He stops, turns around, and backflips over it.
Yeah, and while I'm upside down, I'm going to cast Grease.
Oh!
Piao piao.
So I'm just going to move 35 feet. So that brings me to 55 feet. Is that right?
55, yeah. Okie dokie. So she has got to do a dex saving throw, is it?
Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, dex of 14.
Yeah, that's good. That's it's 17, so I imagine that succeeds. But there's the plus. Hang on, 16 plus the 3, 19. Succeed.
Oh,
yeah.
She's a Dexy girl.
She's a Dexy girl.
Dexy girl.
Dexy girl. She's not a toy girl. No.
I will use my bonus action to dash then and try and catch up with her at least a little bit. At least try and make up for it. So that brings me up to, what was left, 55, 20 feet
What is it
away.
with Dabov and his obsession with big women?
So yeah, I'm 20 feet behind her.
There you go. Compared to Dabov, every woman is a big woman.
I'm really looking forward to Daboff getting into melee range with this one. Right.
Someone fucking has to. Apparently someone's just given up and rifling through the other one's fucking pockets. Jesus.
Can you roll me a d20, please, Daboff?
D20.
Oh, if it wasn't already obvious, my rage ended on account of not taking or giving damage that turn.
It's all right. My rage has come on account of Nate pronouncing melee the Sam way.
Melee.
That was intentional. Melee.
15.
What did you get? Sorry, Daboff? 15. Okay, lovely. Greg, you're up. Right now, riding Smaug.
Smaug. Alright, so he's going to ride him Smaug's 50 feet, which I believe then puts me 90 feet behind the giant. The giant?
Hang on a second. It puts you 100.
Motherfucker.
You were 100. You were 150. So that 50 would bring you to 100.
You just don't want me to do my cool action that I've got a plan, do you? Fine.
I do. Just, you can't.
Alright, well, in that case, she can dash 60 at a time, can't she? So I'm just going to dash the extra 50 on Smaug.
Yeah, in it.
Yeah, so that brings you up to 50 behind her.
Yeah.
Cool. D20, please.
That is a 3.
Okie dokie. Quinch, you're up. You are currently 110 foot behind her.
110 foot. And does my path go into this brush that Daboff backflipped over?
It doesn't, but it does. Something else does happen. So,
okay,
I assume you're moving.
Flying into the air is the first thing I'm doing.
Okay, so you're going 20 foot then, yeah?
No, just 10. 10 up, 10 across.
10 up and 10 across.
Yeah. Sorry, 10 up and 10 forward.
10 up and 10 forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Just as you do that, I don't know how you don't notice this 10 foot in front of you, but just suddenly, with a gust of wind or something, a swarm of insects just like straight in front of you, and takes an opportunity attack against you.
Pathetic.
So let me just bring those up.
It's just sad, really.
Isn't it mad that Quinch has given and taken the most damage this combat?
Good.
Just
finally
make it up for already having
coming into his own toes, so to speak. We've got a 16.
Yeah.
That hits. Okie dokie. And you take... I don't have enough dice for this.
Dude, they're fucking insects, mate. Chill out. Why picking up so many dice for some bugs?
Mate.
You take...
Everyone knows they're bees and you're doing a Nicolas Cage.
Not the... What's Quinch's voice? Not
you
the
take...
bees.
It's got a slight Eastern European twang to it that comes and goes.
You take 7 damage.
Annoying.
Which is... Did you attack last time?
I attacked, but I missed.
That's fine. You just have to attack, don't you, Sam? You don't have to actually hit.
Yeah, you just have to attack.
Yeah. Okay. So your rage is still. You're still in rage. So you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Fair.
Those little blighters.
Okay. So you do your 10 and your 10. So you've got so that brings you to 100 foot behind her.
Cool.
Nearly there, mate.
So if you don't attack, you lose your rage.
I will be attacking.
Okay.
Double. Same procedure. Double ping off. I'm going to switch up the dice.
Disadvantage.
No.
What? What?
150, 600.
That's
really.
Yeah, 150 range,
Longbow.
600
Longbow is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, filthy.
insane.
Yeah, she's not running away from me. I will lose. I'll lose ammo before she runs away.
Are we going to have 2 barbarians picking off arrows at people?
Classic barbarian.
Yeah.
First one. Good critical miss.
Okay.
Does that hit? Does that hit or?
It hits him.
Yeah.
That gust of wind that brought the insects in front of him just blows it straight back at him like a cheap football.
It's all right. He fires his arrows with such paucity of power that it barely does any damage to him anyway.
I think I'm going wrong aiming for the elbows. I think I'll aim for her fingers instead. The second one. That's more like it. 22.
Hits.
Which finger?
Which finger, which arm?
Each finger has a different AC.
It's the right arm, little finger.
Oh, AC 23.
The foam has a particularly high AC.
Oh, hello. Full damage, 9.
Okay.
So I don't see you lot doing fucking 9 damage to her fingers.
Okay, roll me a d20, please, Quinch.
5.
5. Okie dokie. We are up with the fire giant then. She goes to oh lovely. She goes to make her dash. She's just not having any of this. She's oh no, actually first of all she's got to deal with the minor illusion. Remembered.
Guys, can I borrow a healing?
Not at the moment.
Like Milhouse's dad?
Yes.
Nice.
This isn't the only famous blue character. No, I don't know.
She is going to. This is the order of her turn, right? So she's gonna dash. I'm gonna say she gets her first 30 feet by the time that she hears the fake cries of her fallen mate, and at that point turns around and you see this. You saw it when she first entered the Triboar. This large sort of like almost like a tuning fork type contraption, and you see her use it or just do something with it. So two things are going to happen though. It's worth noting as she's running, you also notice that time just like that same gust of wind, it's still doing something in this area, and it just blows some sand and dust in her general direction. And unfortunately, no, she just takes her in the eyes, so she doesn't actually get to see whether or not her fallen friend is dead or anything like that. But she manages only to get 15 foot. And then you just see her do this thing with her tuning fork. And that's all you need to know at this point. So she's only managed to go 15 foot. All in all, she didn't manage to dash in the end. So that's helped you out somewhat. Right. Dweezil, you are up.
Go on, get numbers. Tell me the numbers.
So you are 155 foot currently.
It's quite a long way, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And what's your walking speed? 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just shout to Daboff. Shout, "Have you got this?" And I think that was a much more kind of action. Like, "Have you got this?" It was a bit more Expendables and a bit less.
Went a bit cinematic, didn't it?
Yeah.
He's 120 foot away from you, by the way.
All right, I use minor illusion to shout it at him really loud in the voice of Sylvester Stallone. Daboff!
Can I do a reaction to that? Do I get?
As a free action?
Yeah, it's a free. I'll allow a free action.
I just turn and wink and give him the finger guns.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dweezil, are you moving at all, or are you staying where you are?
Well, no, I am gonna turn around to everyone else, and we're gonna do finger gun Chinese whispers. Oh, can you say that? Have I just got myself?
Just got yourself cancelled.
Just got myself cancelled. Yeah. Non-specific Southeast Asian country whispers, and I'm going to finger guns everyone else and wink to make it to pass that message on.
The finger gun relay.
Davos got it under control, and we're all just going to follow and make it work. And then I will dash.
Okay, so you've not actually done. All right, okay. You managed to that swarm of insects that whipped around Quinch has come for you now.
Nope.
Would a 14 hit?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay. Cool.
I am not. I am a more armoured bard than I was in previous combats.
Okay. They sort of like almost like stones off a windscreen, just sort of like ping off your armor.
Yep. They make
D20.
They make quite a nice little like it's almost like a glockenspiel. Bing 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 bing.
You sound like a Jamaican like steel drum band.
My D20 is a 20.
Okay, lovely. Krill, you're up. You're just going to still root around in the thing?
I'm going to search his prison pocket.
Oh, you're going to crawl right in there, like Star Wars.
Nah, just move me 80 foot.
Any direction?
From a standing start.
Can you roll me an investigation check before you run? This isn't an action, it's just a...
15.
15, okie dokie. As you were rooting around in the giant's being, whether it was his bag or anything like that, you managed to see something upon his person. You managed to see something that it should now be in your.
Have I taken it?
No, you may have. It's up to you, but you would have seen it in the under his armor if you look in your journals on Roll20.
Well, everyone's got it, or just me?
Just you.
Is it? Does the name feature a number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have taken that.
Okay.
And then I'll move my 80.
It is quite big. It's worth noting. It's similar size to ones you've seen before.
Yeah, I've kept those as well, right? I'm sure I've got several of them in my satchel.
Okay, and then you're dashing, are you?
Yeah.
And that's 80. Cool.
When we say big, are you the size of like an iPad, or?
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
Dabov.
Cool.
Sorry, Krill. Can you roll me a d20 first? Sorry.
Okay. Had both ones last time. Okay, 19.
19. Cool. Dabov, you're up.
Cool. What's the distance?
35. You're 35 foot. She only last time because she got blinded by some sort of dust blowing up, and then she was confused by the fact that she heard the other giant calling out. She didn't manage to dash, and she did sort of manage to do something, but she didn't get to go very far.
So she's not in the most stable of conditions, would you say?
She no, she's not prone or anything like that. She's just basically the dust and everything's just got in her way, and she couldn't really go any further. She's not sort of like she's not prone or anything like that. She's not blinded.
But it would affect her stability somewhat if someone were to try and cast grease again. Perhaps.
Yes, I guess that she wouldn't necessarily be paying as much attention as she should.
Cool. Then I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast grease again.
Wow.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Dex of 14.
Oh. She's down.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dice and Desire. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a review. Also, go check out our Instagram and Twitter pages. The handle for both is Dice and Desire. So, until next time, stay safe, adventurers.
You see, looking up from the ground, blood-red clouds boiling across the sky.
You did ask me to bring the thunder.
Dejin! Help! I've got the chalice, please!
Well, if they're following you, then I guess that takes care of a loose end for me.
All of you feel the earth beneath you shake and crack and break.
I feel that I have failed both of you, and I am sorry for that.
This has nothing to do with you being a bad leader.
Do you want a countdown? Oh, I think I want a countdown.
I wanted
3,
to help. I always had good
2,
intention. I did not deserve to die.
Now.
The Lucky Die Podcast is a weekly 5e Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Join our adventure every Monday wherever you download podcasts by searching for The Lucky Die.